my fellow comic book collectors, it's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 1. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this unboxing. I feel like I should give them a name, but I have no idea what I'm going to call it. There's some really cool things in this unboxing. It should be a good one, like a really good one. I just haven't gotten a name for it. There's this box, and there's a couple comics. I'm going to show those in this one. This box is, I think it's a collection of big little books, or am I always saying that right? Or yeah, I think it's always, or little big books. I always get the name mixed up. I don't know why I always say it backwards, but I probably got it right the first time and then said it wrong the second time. We'll see. Once I open it, it's going to be that collection of those books, and then I can read it and say, oh, it's big little books. Okay, so let's see. These were a Heritage auction win, and part of the reason why I said that I could give away certain books in my collection was I am basically replacing them with these ones. So it's just this little bag of stuff. These are all from one little collection from Heritage Auctions. So the first group of big little books. So what does it say? Better little books. These ones are better little books. What's this one? Are they all better little books? Maybe. Okay, so we'll start out with whatever this one is. I gotta squeeze them out. Okay, so the first one is Smitty. And I'm not familiar with Smitty. This is not the reason I bought the book, the collection. It's Smitty. It's actually in pretty good shape. It's in reasonable shape. Actually, really good shape for the considering. When is this from? It is from, I have no idea. Doesn't say. Does it say? And I just can't read it. Looks like 1934. Maybe you guys can read it better than I can. It says something right in there. I'm not sure. Now this one has some it was actually listed as having restoration, because you can see that there's some reinforcement going on in there. But yeah, makes it readable. And I think it's from 1934. So a fairly old book. And oh, this one's a really good one. Mr. Wiggles, or Uncle Wiggles, Mr. Wiggles. So it's Uncle Wiggli's Adventures. Uncle Wiggli's Adventures. And again, when is this one from? It does not say. What does it say? From 1946. And you get, it's all black and white. And, you know, I always found these a little awkward to read personally, but maybe as a kid you'd like reading these. And this is another one of these better little books. See on the side there. And it'll say which other books you can get in the collection on the back. Okay. And then the next one. So these are all better little books. Next one is Felix the Cat. I think Felix the Cat's kind of cool. I'll show you the back. Actually, the back's kind of cute. And this one's from, oh, actually it's signed by the by the owner, the original owner. 1937. That's really cute. Yeah. And so you get like little stories. It's kind of cute. I mean, for a young child, this would be a really great way to learn to read. I think it would be, you know, very useful for that. Because you got a bit of pictures, and then you also got lots of text if you want to read the text. So you can kind of improve your reading skills. That's kind of useful. Okay, but the real reason I bought the lot and it was actually for these next two books, which I actually have in my collection. I have both of these books, but these ones were higher grade copies, and I just really wanted a higher grade copy. So this first one is Betty Boop in Mrs. Gulliver's Travels, and you can see it's in really good shape. See on the back as well. And this is actually the second appearance of Betty Boop in a comic book, I guess. See, really cute Betty Boop there. And Betty Boop was one of those controversial characters. This is from 1933. Assisted by Bimbo and Coco. You can see them together. I always found Betty Boop really cute. You see her there. And let's see. You can see the clown guy. I think it's Coco the clown and or is it Bimbo the clown? I always get them mixed up. Bimbo, one's a clown and one's the dog. I always forget which one's which. I always get them mixed up. Oh, okay. So Bimbo is the dog, and Coco is the clown. Coco the clown. I guess that makes sense. So this is Bimbo here, and then Coco is the clown guy that I showed. But it's, you know, it's the whole story of Gulliver's Travels with just Betty Boop being the character that they replaced. So here's a whole bunch of Cocos. Coco picture. And yeah, so it's kind of cool, like that they, you know, they made a Betty Boop with Gulliver's Travels story. So that's the. Now this next one is actually the very first printed version of Betty Boop, and it's Betty Boop in Snow White and Betty Boop in Snow White, and it's a big little book. So I got it right the first time. Big little book. And it's Snow White, and it's assisted by Bimbo and Coco. Coco, Bimbo on the back. And it's like the tale of Snow White. And obviously Betty Boop is Snow White. And I don't know if they show the evil witch or anything like that. Maybe. I don't know. It's like, she's always doing some weird dance thing. Okay, let's sec here. I'm trying to find some cool pictures. Yeah. I like Betty Boop. I think she's really cute. I just think she's really, really fun character. And this one is in really good shape, actually. So it's an upgrade for me, so I'll be getting rid of my lower grade copies of these two books in my 5,000 subscriber giveaway, which probably is happening around the time that this video is going to be aired by you guys. So you can see that I've upgraded. These ones are in really good shape. Okay, so those are the big little books. It was just a lot. It was my Heritage Auctions lot that it had 5 big little books in it, and it went for like $100. It was really inexpensive. I think I actually paid more for just one of the Betty Boop books by itself. So I was like, oh wow, this is such a good deal. So yeah, I got all those books together. Now the next 2 books are kind of, you know, some cool books. This first one has kind of an L.B. Cole look to it, but it's not. I don't believe it is L.B. Cole. It Really Happened. It's like looks like a Moby Dick kind of story where you got the whaler trying to kill the whale, and it's like monarchs of the sea, and it's like I always like fish or like like shark covers, and I just thought this was a really cool cover. So It Really Happened. And so this is It Really Happened number 5. And this is an L.B. Cole book, and I've been wanting to get this book for a while. It's a really great L.B. Cole cover, and it's Popular Teenagers. It's a title that I've been trying to get the whole run of, but there's just so many expensive books in the run. L.B. Cole's romance covers go for a fair amount of money, actually. They're fairly expensive. I lucked out on this. This was in an auction, and it's not super high grade. You can see there's a big chunk out of it right there. But it is a great romance cover. And, you know, L.B. Cole had his style, right? He had this very colorful way of doing his covers. And this one is just another one of those great. I'm not sure who the publisher is for teenage romances. I don't believe it's Star. Star was L.B. Cole's publication company, but it is a really great cover by L.B. Cole, anyways. And I'm glad that they gave it in a Mylar because it makes it look a lot better. Definitely shows really, really well. But yeah, so that's Teenage Romances, Popular Teenagers Romances, number 9 with L.B. Cole cover. So that's it. Just a short video to start off, but I'll be showing a lot more stuff in the next video, so stay tuned for that. There should be pretty great stuff all the way through. I mean, I just showed the first appearance of Betty Boop, which I think is cool, from 1933 or 32, somewhere around there. So yeah, so stay tuned. There's some really big stuff coming. Hope you enjoy this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks for watching.